Alright, so a couple of months ago I made a video called something along the lines of help need found lost bike, something along those lines, where my buddy Mike was looking for his dad's long lost motorcycle. Basically his father, who was a veteran during the Vietnam War, served in the Army for over 22 years, sold his bike in the early 90s, an 82 Harley Davidson. Long story short, years go by, his father comes down with terminal cancer. Mike and his father had several conversations during that time period and asked him if he had any regrets. And he said that his number one regret was selling that motorcycle. During the time his father was sick, he looked for over 3 years trying to find this motorcycle with no luck. Well, somehow, through modern science or the will of God himself, Mike's father recovered and is now in remission. And although Mike never found the bike, he also never gave up looking for it. Basically, long story short, I get with Mike and we make a video seeing if we can reach out to my subscriber fan base and see if anybody knows where it was, and voila, you guys came through. A special thanks to Mr. Richard Ford for making this happen. He was able to, through means, find the vehicle and where it was registered to, allowing us to get in contact with the original owner. And it is thanks to him and you guys, my subscribers, for being able to give this man his Harley back. So I sincerely thank you, and I want to let everybody know that this is in fact the abridged version. There's actually a little bit longer version, about 30 minutes or so, that I've linked in the description of us going through the journey and finding the bike and talking to the owner and purchasing it and bringing it back. And it's a great video. There's tons of adventure and we have a lot of fun, and it's just a good video. So if you ever want to sit down and watch that video, I suggest you do. It's in the description. It's a good video. 3 years of research for this motorcycle boiled down to about 24 hours of one guy asking his friend if he could pull him a favor, and we found the bike. So thank you guys so much. Since Mike is so nervous about his dad finding out.
I'm not nervous!
He's very nervous. He so wants this to be a surprise. And since he's so nervous about his dad finding out, he's cooked up this elaborate lie to lure him here, that he bought some sort of like rare Skyline and I have to lie to his parents now. Now I'm included in the lie. So yeah, I'm just gonna be like, hey, my name's Dan, I'm from Auto Trader, and I'm one of Mike's friends, or like whatever. So him and his girlfriend are gonna go pick up the bike while they're here. They're not here yet, obviously they will be soon though. And they're gonna surprise him and be like, Dad, come check out, actually I bought a bike instead, and he's gonna surprise him with the parts. So it's gonna be really cool, it's gonna be fun.
Hey, Pop. I'm at the shop. The guy from Auto Trader's here. Chelsea's down here as well. I'm gonna take a shower, and then as soon as you get down here, I'll go and get the car, and we'll do it. The rest will be history. So, is Mom gonna be able to make it? Sounds perfect, Pop. Can't wait to see you.
You know what's incredible?
What's that?
It's like how bad you are at lying.
He's a Purple Hearter.
How about one of these?
Oh my gosh, that's great. So you're retired from the
Army.
From the Army. How many years did you serve?
22 and a half.
22 and a half. Well, sir, I'd be the first to tell you thank you for your service. Much appreciated. You know, is there anything that you remember specifically, you know, growing up that made you want to pursue that career? Or?
No, I got drafted and
That's right.
never figured out how to get out of the Army. No, I was drafted, and then after being in the Army, and I went to Vietnam within 2-3 months after being drafted, and I was in an aviation unit. Decided I wanted to become a pilot, come back and went to flight school and went back over as a helicopter pilot. And I've been a helicopter pilot all the way up until the time that I retired, and then for an additional 10 years I was a test pilot with DynCorp out here at Fort Rucker. I went to law school at night and got a law degree, opened up a law practice, and for the last 20 years I've been a lawyer. The last 6 of these 20 years I've been a judge.
What? That is incredible. He didn't tell me any of that. That is
It's not really important.
Well, it's relevant.
I spent
Definitely
all day in court yesterday. I had a trial that went from 9 in the morning till 7:15 at night. We broke for lunch, and that was it. This is my girl right here.
Oh man, you guys are a beautiful couple. Thank you so much, man. You guys are wonderful. This is a motorcycle that I found in Atlanta, Georgia. It is a 1982 Harley Davidson FXWG.
21-inch lace front wheel.
Yes, sir.
16-inch spokes in the back.
Yes, sir.
Wide glide front end.
It's got a couple of problems, you know, a leaking primary seal on one side, and the other side's got a leak. The Bendix in the jack shaft no longer actuate, so you have to kick start it. And now it kicks over pretty much on the second or the third kick. It kicked on the first kick for us.
First kick when you kicked it, yeah.
The cat sort of got out of the bag, so to speak, with me pulling the money out to get this thing.
And if you'll give me an opportunity to explain, the bike comes with some spare parts. Would you like to see?
Sure.
The manual.
Can't operate without the big.
Yeah.
Another time. Are you sure this isn't my bike? That is the paint job. Mike, that's the paint job that I put on that.
Is it really?
Mike, those are my saddlebags. That's my thumbprint.
Who's Mark?
That's Mark Gillis. That's the guy that did the work.
Really? How did I find that?
Mike, is this the bike?
Dad,
Oh my God, this is the bike.
this is your bike.
This is the bike.
Pop, you gotta be careful.
I am careful. This is my bike.
It is your bike.
Oh my God, Mike. Careful.
Look familiar?
That's the bike that I bought from Dothan Cycle Sales.
What's that Harley Davidson number? I'm gonna read it to you. You tell me what it says. Ready?
Yeah.
1 Hotel Delta, 1 Bravo Echo Kilo, 11 Charlie Yankee, 012891.
Oh Mike. Oh buddy. This is my bike.
It is. It is.
Oh. Oh, what a surprise.
I wanted to make sure that you had something to do when you got away from the house. You know, I couldn't find the sidecar. There's a whole big story behind it. This is Danny. He runs a YouTube channel called Do It With Dan.
I'm not actually from Auto Trader.
Oh man. I can't believe you guys. This is incredible.
You really thought I went to barber?
Yeah.
Really?
God, I'm a sucker.
The man that you sold this bike to was a man by the name of Searcy.
That's right.
Searcy was also a Vietnam veteran. I remember he's that big portly guy with the big white beard. He moved everything, house and home, to Tacoma, Washington. Mm-hmm. One year
He's dead now.
He is. Do you know why he's dead? He went on a motorcycle trip to the Vietnam War. He owned this motorcycle and he had another motorcycle, maybe a Glide, something like that. On the way back, he got hit and killed by a car on his motorcycle. His son was about my age, but we were about the same age when that happened. He sold this motorcycle to afford to repair his dad's motorcycle he got killed on. The man that had this was a guy named Matthew Shaw, and when he bought this, he had a son and couldn't do anything with it. And just through the power of the internet and YouTube and everything else, we were able to find it and strike a deal. And now it's back here for you. This is your bike. Man, fits that good, doesn't he?
Man, that's a good look.
It is. You want me to kick it for you?
No.
I've never seen a man put on a bike better than that.
It's perfect.
Shut up.
Yeah. She sounds real good. Got anything else for me?
You got anything else, Pop?
What?
You got anything else for him?
No, this has just been an awesome experience, more than you could possibly know. Thank you all for what you've done.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for everything.
Sir, it's a pleasure. Thank you so very much.
Pleasure.
And Mike, I'm glad that we were able to make it work.
Yeah, man. Thanks, brother.
Heck yeah, man. All right. See you guys later.
He messages Mike finds out all the details. We found the bike. So we went to Walmart. They didn't have the ramps like we thought. So we called around to probably what, like 10 different motorcycle shops, and no one was willing to let us loan the ramps.
Dad used to take us to school on the bike when it had the sidecar.
It just needs
Battery, carb, maybe look at the coil, look at everything, change the fluids, look at the belt, look at the primary.
Just get it refreshed for your dad.
Yeah, just make it, you know.
Check out the seal on this too. Fuck.